hear him. Oh, but I forgot streaming avatars. Give me a second. Streaming avatars here. Lounge. How have you been, guys? Hello, Killing. Hello, Kami. Hello, Sophia. Hello, the chair. Hello, Farafal. Tell me, how is your day going? Okay, let me connect the streaming avatars. Again, it requires the authorization, but oh well. I already gave it the last stream. It forgot it. Okay. So let's try again. Connect. What? What do you mean invalid? I just said authorize. You may now close this page. Yeah. Let's do it one more time. Okay. I mean, third time the charm. Let's see. Oh. Okay. There. Hello. Hello, Zaitam. Wow, guys. Today my mind is melting because of the heat. Even if the temperature is lower than the worst days of this month, the meteo here says that it feels like 3 degrees more than what it is. So I guess that means that there is a lot of humidity, and that's what makes you feel really sick. Kalosini, Calimera. Why I use it on English R. Calimera. Is it Calimera or Calimera? Because you used, and I know you told me that you're not Greek, but there is an eta that Kale. So in ancient Greek you would say Kalemera, but I don't know if maybe in the modern Greek that eta becomes an e, so it's Kalimera. Hello, Spiketon. How have you been? I will drink a lot today, guys. Even though I'm tempted to throw this water on my head. In your experience, there are dialects in every language that pronounce things a little differently, huh? So they're probably both correct somewhere. Good. Because I like more the sound of Calimera than Calimera. Maybe it's they merged it from Kali Emera. Don't know. Kalos is good and Emera is I think afternoon or something like that. Day. You're doing good. You got your bachelor's degree in education a couple of months ago. Now you have to do 2 years of the master's program. But wait, you started already in summer? Because here everything school related starts in September. Usually there is like a break in from the half of July to the start of September. Also, okay, it will start late August. I see. Oh, let me check if the redeems are up, but I think that they should. Yes, perfect. We're gonna yap a lot today. Since I think the would you say bot? I would say bot as, so as in community and me like to yap during ASMR. I started reading what's happening around the VTuber space. Sadly on Twitter. Sadly that's the one that has the platform that has the most info about what's happening. Something big, something very big is incoming, guys. It's already in act, and it's related to some of the talks that we did recently about AI. There is, and again, sadly, I don't see a lot of logical talking. There are a lot of emotions going around, a lot of anger. What's happening is that there are people, especially a known VTuber, who started releasing softwares that generate animations, and if I'm not mistaken, that even create characters, and they use AI. So, as you can imagine, it was like throwing a grenade into a small room. Hello, Glomar. Date Bayolo. Date Bayolo, thank you for the follow. But okay, we have to make a Glomar bald, so we will be like standard hairdressers yapping while making hairstyles, but I would just make Glomar bald. So a lot of artists, of course, became angry about this, and but there are three sides, I'd say. There are, of course, the AI fanatics. Then there are people in the middle, and then there are angry artists. And what made me kind of curious is that between the people in the middle, there are also other artists. Hello, Serial. Welcome to the chat. Date Bayolo. So, what made me curious, yeah, meanwhile, Glomar, come here. Okay. Is that there are. So, basically, a lot of people that are either defending or trying to understand why something like this happened, or at least one of the reasons, because I think that there are many, not only this. They are saying that the VTuber artist community has become something that is not very positive, because you can just read. Where did I put the brush? Here. Hello, Mr. Homer. You can see basically every day that there are many VTubers who got scammed, or who ask, hey, I commissioned this artist more than 1 year ago, I still didn't receive anything, do you think that I should ask? Which to me this is crazy, because I would never wait 1 year. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? 1 year? But yeah, a lot of YouTubers are actually afraid of speaking out and for their rights as customers, paying customers, and they are afraid of asking these artists that have delays or that ghost them. They are afraid to talk with them, to ask them. This is something that is very bad. It's a negative aspect that came out and became really big between the VTuber community and the VTuber artists community. But the power is very unbalanced, and it's toward artists, because after all, you pay them, they have the money, and then platforms like PayPal, Vigen and stuff, there are giving refunds less and less as they were doing before. It's really hard nowadays with PayPal, at least I think in Europe, at least that with the digital stuff, and it happened to me too. That you it's very hard to get a refund for PayPal if it's something related to digital art, because if you get something, for example, you ask it for something, the quality is not what you asked and paid for, they will tend to keep the money. PayPal, I mean. So there are 3 groups around this talk, and I'm mostly curious about the ones in the middle. I mean, I understand too that there is a lot of frustrations, and I also have it towards the ones that call themselves artists, but they don't have the professionality of an artist. Again, I'm talking about this category of artists, not the ones who act professionally, but those sadly are the minority. I can say that most of the artists with whom I worked delivered with a delay, and the reason for these delays to me were not serious enough, because we're like a family member or at a trip, sometimes there were clearly lies. So you also saw that I stopped having a lot of art. At the start I was commissioning a lot of art, but now not anymore, and it's because of these problems. To me, it seems like these artists, they give priority to their own personal problems, and they give zero priority to the fact that the one who paid them have things planned and deadlines to respect. And it's not only about that single illustration, that might have many things that are connected to that illustration that will happen, but I don't care. These people that keep telling you, I hurt my toe, so I feel bad today, I don't feel like working, so there will be a delay. Guys, most of the excuses that I got told from the artists that had delays were similar to this. There were not things that in a normal working life, people would accept. If you have a job, you can't like call and say, oh, today my mood is bad, so I don't feel like coming to work. You get fired. But this is basically the attitude that many so-called artists in the VTuber world are having. And as a response now, and I tell you that these softwares are now, they're appearing like shrooms. Now people are making free softwares that will create VTubers, animations, all of these things. So I don't think, of course, that the only reason for this happening is because of the amount of unprofessionality that the VTuber artists have. It's not the only reason, but I think that it is one big reason too. I think that it's one big reason. If you work a corporate job and you tell them you were in a bad mood so you didn't do your work, you would be out of there in no time. Indeed, faster, indeed. But this is something that VTubers artists, again I repeat, not all of them of course, but many of them, this is the kind of attitude that they have. And they give zero value to your money, your time, your plans. It's all about them. And now there is a lot of bad blood towards the VTubers community and the VTuber artists. I honestly think also that all of those sentences going around a lot, like VTubers should just bow in front of VTuber artists because without them they wouldn't be anything. This is really a toxic way of talking, because if you think about it, it goes very well the other way around too. Sorry. No, without VTubers there wouldn't be all of these VTuber market, art market. The VTuber art market is huge. It's huge. But you need to have customers, no, to work. So it goes both ways. But I kept seeing this discourse going around a lot, and I think that it's also this that made things worse. Could this be prevented? I mean, the creation of software with AI that makes that animate illustrations, or that I guess I didn't see them, but I guess that there are at this point that create models. Well, yeah, I saw someone posted a website where you put an illustration and it will create layers. So then you can animate that illustration. If this VTuber artist didn't become so scammy with these things, not, English grammar. Do you think that this would have happened if VTuber artists didn't create this toxic environment? I still think that it would happen, but maybe there will be less anger, less hate, more supporting talks. So I read some comments. Not only VTubers as customers are unhappy about deadlines not being met, having to wait months and months and months, getting scammed. It's also about quality. It's also about, if you're a small VTuber, then they will do a lower quality job than if you were a bigger VTuber. They would treat you differently also. There are and then another big thing is how, and this is true, I think that this happened thanks to Vijay, because I didn't see this before, but it's artists charging 200%, 400% more if you're a VTuber, or for commercial, and by commercial they mean streaming, but of course a VTuber will stream. There are various. Oh, let me start cutting your hair, Guma. There are various negative points that appeared, you know, in this VTuber art market. So we have customers who are unhappy. Then we have the AI fanatics who are gloating about this. We have artists who are very angry and calling for canceling people. But then we also have artists who wrote things like, oh, I understand this, because even if I'm an artist, to me it's hell when I have to commission something, because most of the times I also have these problems happening. And those are the group in the middle. What do you think, guys? What do you think that will happen? The big VTuber who is about to release this website where you can give, what I saw is that you can give a reference sheet, like an illustration, and then the website will create animations. It works like Fuji, basically. It will give you well, I don't really know how it works specifically, but you can create animations for talking or, I don't know, closing your eyes, angry, and idle, all the classic ones. But it's more like an evolved PNG than live 2D model. So this person is a pretty big VTuber. And they said that they were frustrated because of the prices, the egoism, the scamming, the delays and stuff that are happening, and they wanted to release this free so that everyone will be able to be a streamer, a VTuber, and considering the reach, I think there will be many that will use this platform. It's hard to say. In my opinion, this kind of software's websites would just appear en masse, and I think that big artists, will probably stay. I don't think that I will have a lot of issues. I mean, the ones who big as not as in followers, but the ones who have a very high quality in their work, and professional ones, basically. I think that for let's call the medium artists or the wannabe artists, the one who don't really have a professional way of working, I think that for them it will be hell. And either they fix their attitude and their way of working, or I seriously doubt that I will be able to continue. We can see already many posts of artists that can't find any commission anymore on VGen. So, and the issue from VGen is also because they are basically accepting just anyone, no matter the quality of their work. So it's plus they don't have very good filters on the website, so it's really hard to find what you need. And I think that the people are using less VGen, and there is like there are too many people that offer commissions there, so even the ones who had the regular commissions are having a hard time now. Okay, Gloomer, let's use... Oh, I was cutting your hair with the scissors, hair dryer. Hello, kids. I'm good, thank you. How about you? So we have already artists that are posting a lot on Twitter saying that they're not getting commissions anymore. They offer discounts and stuff to see if they can get more. Then we had all these problems that customers have, and I think that for those wannabe artists, things will be really hell, really hard. You're also good, but it's too warm. Yeah, here too. Hello, Atto. Hello, Atto. I say it's not warm here, it's really hot. Really hot. Okay, now... No. Here. Let's use the spray. It's hell. It's really hell. Today it says that the temperature that you feel is 3 degrees more than what it really is. So basically there is a lot of humidity. I saw a video. So, in Italy, they have like a news television news programs. They say we will have African heat incoming, and it's a way to say that the temperature will be really really hot. I saw a video from a girl from Africa living in Italy. She explained it in a comical way. It was very funny that we shouldn't call it at all African heat because where she comes from, I think it was Congo, the heat is dry. So yeah, it's hot, but it's okay. You can just go to some shadow and it's perfectly fine. But here, the heat here in Italy, she says that it's unbearable. And I agree. I agree with that. So we should just call it Italian heat and not African heat. I wish. That's my dream. Living on the seaside, that would be my dream. No, I live in one of the thousands of valleys, so in summer the heat will stay, while in winter there will be a lot of wind and the cold will be even colder. So, you know the deal. If you're going out, you have to wear a hat to not blind people because you are completely bald. And then after that, your hair will grow back healthily. So let's go back here. So yes, there is a like I saw yesterday, 2 days ago. Since 2 days ago, I met this drama, big drama, on Twitter. Sadly, I think that the biggest streamers who now turn it into political streamers will turn this discourse into political things too, you know. So it will be a black or white discourse. But I think that the ones who will be hit the most are probably riggers, you know. Because rigging is very expensive. And to me at least it was way more expensive than model illustration. Also, I think that people might think that there is not really a lot of creativity in rigging and animating, unlike drawing. So it might be that people will use those animation softwares way easier than the ones who generate illustrations. So I think that the first who will get hit hard are the riggers. And I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of software will be in the future implemented into softwares like VTube studio, or having programs similar to VTube studio that will use AI animations. Sorry. Honestly, I don't think that we can go back anymore. Unless all the drama in the world will end. Yeah, I think that is a big problem. But at the same time, I understand all of those people who are frustrated because of how artists, so-called artists, are behaving. Yeah, the cat is out of the bag, as they say. Pandora's box has been opened. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Guys, I saw models, and I mean an illustration with layers being sold for 12,000 euros, guys. Just because this artist did something for a famous VTuber, or because they have a lot of followers. 12,000 euros for a PSD illustration with layers. It can take you even 2 months. That's already too much. And I don't think that it's worth 12,000 euros. So I think that people got angry, started getting angry. So I started VTubing years after VTubing was born. But I often read about people complaining that the prices nowadays are way more higher, and that in the past there weren't all of these. If you want to use this for streaming, that it's 100 to 200% more the price. Then if you have a tail, then you have to add 50 euros. If your outfit is complex, then it can go up a lot. And this is something that, of course, it's in the artist's power to decide. Or if you have even this, if you don't have human ears, then you have to pay more even for those. Nowadays they really add fees for just anything, and people are getting angry. Really angry. Oh yeah, I said that I wouldn't be surprised if we had animation made by AI being implemented in softwares like VTube Studio or similar ones. Now Twitch just announced it. Oh, we can make a test. Twitch clip this. Not sure if it will work already. Twitch announced that now streamers can say this. Was it this the sentence? And then you will have an automatic clip. But you know what? This is AI too. Let me see if I find it. Twitch. So yeah, I won't be surprised if we will have complete software taking care of everything for VTubing. Maybe I should just search it. Twitch clip this. Okay, Twitch support. You can now clip moments on stream with just your voice. Say Twitch, clip that while you're live, and Twitch automatically creates clip for you. It shows up in your clips manager ready to review. Available in English only. First add to partners with affiliates too. Did it happen? Twitch clip that. Hello, Killing. Now if I go to the clip manager, I have no idea where it is. Content, clips, is it this? I created? It did. Wait, today is the 14th, yes. So it's working already. It did create a clip. Yeah, as you said, the Kalosini Pandora box has been opened. So, unless there would be world problems with RAM and stuff. It would be a mess. To be honest, if I want to try and find something positive from this, I just hope that the wannabe artists will start acting properly, professionally, delivering in time, not being scammy with their fees, not ghosting. I hope that at least there will be this as a consequence. And again, I'm talking about the wannabe, not the real artists. So on a side, I'm kinda, I like karma. I like karma, so at the same time I am sad for real artists, but I'm not sad for the ones who act entitled and who gave a lot of problems to customers, me included. That's karma for them. Penguin, Nani, you wrote it earlier. But I can say that there is already a lot out as software. Basically, for me it started like this. The algorithm showing me this big VTuber, but I saw that post and I kind of ignored it. I saw it like 3 or 4 times. I kind of ignored it. Then I said, okay, because it was a long video, very long video. And then I saw people talking, getting angry about that post. So I tried to understand, and I went to look at the video. It was basically a tutorial on how to do this Fuji PNG style model from an illustration. And then after I saw that, after I watched that, you have no idea, the algorithm, how many posts is now giving me about other people doing similar things, like the ones that separate, create layers from an illustration. I think that another one created a model. So yeah. And there will be a lot of people that will try to release a software like this right now, because of course who get some popularity at the start, those are the ones that then will get rich or whatever. So there is like a lot going on, and a lot of people that are releasing things. Yeah. Where is the frog? Did I put it here? By the way, I always say that I am sitting along the river to see Vijan going there. I wouldn't be sad if this had impact on them. I would be very sad if it had an impact on crap. There, yes. Vijan? No. Okay. Then, another thing that I wanted to talk about. Oh wait, there is another going on. Let me wait. It says 1 minute. I will wait. Why the seconds aren't going faster? Go faster. Go fast. Sha. And sha. I'm looking at OBS. There is an alert. Seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, that look at faster. Okay, we are back. Finally, we are back. So I was saying, there is another thing that I saw, and it's interesting talking about that. So this was a post from a VTuber that apparently blew up in a very short time. So she made a very long post describing something that happened in her last stream, and it's something that made her very sad and uncomfortable. What happened was this. It was a regular viewer, an historical viewer, that used TTS to send a message saying that he congratulates her for becoming so big, but that he would leave because he doesn't like big VTubers. So she explained that she understands that there are viewers that don't like big VTubers. At the same time, doing that as a TTS message is not very good. Oh. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Yukiko. Wait. Yukiko Bayu? Yukiko Bayu? I hope that I read it correctly. Meowdy. Welcome, raiders. We were doing ASMR. What did you do? What did you do in your ASMR? Today we have a kind of long talking session. Yapping ASMR. I'm famous for doing a lot of yapping during ASMR. Thank you for the follow, Tani Knox. You used your props and yapped. Oh, there's some humming too. Oh, humming. You like to sing? By the way, to the raiders, welcome. I am Solsong, a moon elf, an apprenticed bard who likes to sing. And I also have an album on Spotify. I am a variety streamer, say so. I play games, I sing while playing games, but on Tuesday we do ASMR. My ASMR is a bit peculiar, let's say, because we tend to yap a lot, and the arguments, no, the themes are various. We can go from nerdy stuff to philosophy, sociology, food, a lot of food also, a lot of food talks. Yeah, the yapping is cozy. So, yeah, I was explaining that I saw a post from a VTuber, and it was pretty interesting to analyze. This is a VTuber that blew up pretty quickly, and she wrote a long post explaining that one of her historical regular viewers decided to send a TTS message saying, I want to congratulate you to become big so fast. At the same time, I would tell my goodbye because I don't like big VTubers. She explained that it was very uncomfortable for her to hear this through a TTS. That she understands that there are viewers who don't like big VTubers, but it felt like parasociality also, because to her, and I kinda agree with her, this message is like saying you won't give me attention anymore, and I was here only for the attention, and this is very parasocial. So I was wondering what are your thoughts on this? I think that we all know that there are positive and negative consequences on becoming a big VTuber. A negative thing is that it's very hard to be able to answer, if not impossible, to be able to answer to everything the viewer say. And this, for sure is kind of sad on a viewer's side. But at the same time, I think that people should try and keep their... in my country we say keep your feet on the floor. Because you can't really have like a real relationship as in friendship, I mean, through a streamer. You can have fun, you can relax, you can distract yourself, but if you go and follow and support a streamer with friendship in mind, that would be really hard. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I think that it's very rare, and I think that people should treat watching streamers more as like an interactive TV. A big reason why I like small VTubers is because you can chat with the other viewers. We can actually have a conversation instead of just posting emote reactions or whatever. I certainly wouldn't announce my leave. Yeah, it's very understandable that they prefer small VTubers because they can talk. Oh, I forgot to say this. She also explained it that in that message that the viewer said, because you're not doing one-on-one, I think redeems anymore, but she said that she was actually doing them, and that is a bit more on the parasocial side. Oh yes, Yuki, have nice dreams. Thank you again for having shared your community with me, and I hope that you will dream about elves, the moon. Magic, stay warm, not hot, warm. So, I fully understand, of course, that it's sad to lose this level of interaction that you can have with small streamers. But what the viewers did and said smelled more like parasociality. And that's yeah, that will hurt the streamer, but the viewer is also hurting himself doing that. Supporting a VTuber with that plan in mind, let's say. It's not like a healthy attitude. It's not a healthy attitude. And but I think that the worst choice was to use TTS to do that, because that's clearly an attention-seeking decision. I will announce to everyone. Everyone will hear this, and instead, since this was like an historical, regular viewer, they could have wrote to her. She said that she would have accepted an email, for example. So I think that she has her email available. And yeah, I agree with her on this. I remember watching a streamer who had a viewer that said they didn't want the streamer to get more viewers because they wanted the streamer for themselves. That was weird. That is really weird. Really weird. I want all my streamers to blow up and get rich. Thank you, Calusini. Thank you, Calusini. Yeah, that's those kind of viewers. They should try and look inside, because there are clearly things that I need to solve. Because if that's their highest level of sociality, that's not good at all. It's also not realistic. And it's very egoist. Because I don't think that a streamer would be happy. Yeah. Safina, yeah. Oh, your streamer streak is back after Twitch trolled you. Yeah, guys, I often say that I would like to have to help people relax, have fun, distract themselves from you know, shitty things happening in life. So of course, the more people I can help, the happier I am. Like, yeah, pure entertainment. And that aside, the thing where if I would be able to be a full-time streamer, I would be able to take care more about my back, my health. But it's not the first time though that I see streamers talking about regular viewers doing this, although it's the first time that I read that they did it through TTS. So, again, it is indeed sad that when streamers become big, they can't physically, they can't read all the messages and answer to all of them. But it's not like they do that because they're evil or they don't care anymore. It's just it's basically impossible to read everything and answer everyone. On my side, I already talked about something similar, which is I saw that I have some viewers that come only to say hello, receive an answer, and then they just go away. And that thing kind of makes me sad, honestly. And I feel like that's just attention seeking too. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. I will probably never understand why doing that. But I know that some of my viewers do that. They come, say hello, wait for the answer, and then they disappear. That's not good. That's not good. But yeah, but they're um, they're minorities. Oh, they're a minority. A lot of the time it's just for them to check in and lurk. Well, lurking is okay, of course. It's just that it's that thing about they come to the street and they say hello, and they disappear like physically. It's not like they go lurking; they just go. Of course, saying hello and then lurking is fine, of course. Yeah, no, I don't feel bad about that, Colosine. Also, I actually think that you are one of the more active viewers. That's perfectly fine. What I don't understand is the one that do that just to receive an answer and then they leave the stream. It's like, okay, I did my daily. Prajual, Sanjual needs to be contained. Yeah. And pinned. Treating you like a Buddha ways daily at least isn't parasocial. Yeah. That's true. That's true. But what do you think? Do you think that for this reason, bigger streamer might have less issues with parasociality? Or maybe they would still have issues with parasociality, but for different reasons, like not about you don't answer everyone, you don't answer me, so I'm angry, and I won't follow you anymore. Well, maybe they have less viewers that get mad because they are big. I mean, no. Yeah, parasociality is still a big thing with bigger streamers. I saw what happened to Emiru, for example. This happened some time ago. She was going to, how do you say? We call that Luna Park, amusement park. And there was this guy who kept following her. And then he became aggressive when they told him to go away. Become a big red flag. So I'm happy to be a VTuber. I wouldn't be able to be a flash streamer because of that. I like my not loneliness. I like my staying alone. Not loneliness, but being by myself. It's not just about privacy. Because I guess that everyone likes privacy, unless they are some sort of psychopath or narcissist. Wait, narcissist. It's always them, narcissist. I don't think a narcissist like a lot of privacy. Yeah, the extra degree of separation, yes. Yeah, indeed. The only thing that makes me sad is not being able to share with my family and friends, for example, my songs, my covers. I can't tell them, hey, I released this. Go listen to them. That I can't do. Kinda makes me sad. I have to be very careful even with members of my family and friends, of course, because nowadays it's very easy to dox people, and then there are others, that don't know, for example, how important privacy is for VTubers, because they don't know what a VTuber is. You can still tell them of your achievement, like, hey mom, my video hit 1 million views. Wow. My mom is the exception. I send her recordings. I send her the recordings. She knows that she can't share them. Ah, yeah. For example, Sunday, Sunday, I did that. No, I went to the concert of my singing school CEO, how do you say, owner, and I sang. So I posted the video on my private social, and my mama wanted to share it. She told me, oh, I wanted to share it to my friends, but it tells me that I can't. But even there, I prefer to keep things private. So I told her, yeah, because I have a setting and only my list of people can see them. I don't like others to share those videos, or just not, well, actually I don't like those videos to be public. If it was for my mom and her friends, then of course I wouldn't mind. It's just the public with people that I don't know that I prefer to keep those private. It's good that you maintain some level of control. Yeah, I have my mom, my sisters, they share a lot of things with everyone, but I kind of got an allergy to that. Yeah, I don't know, I don't like strangers to look at my videos, my pictures. I'm not antisocial. I'm just a very private person. Although I still have this dream of releasing music as myself and not just as soul, and share the songs with my family and friends that I will like a lot. It will make you uncomfortable too. Hello, Pochi. Welcome to the chat. I don't know, maybe it's because I see all of this oversharing and I have like an opposite response. My mind have an opposite reaction. But if I was a singer, a professional singer I mean, then of course I would love to share my voice, my songs with everyone. Maybe you're mildly paranoid. Yeah, that could be a thing, but I mean, we can all see what's happening. All the crazy stuff that is happening on the internet. So being careful is probably never bad. I would think. I want to change trigger. Sometimes I talk about this this story that happened some time ago to a VTuber, and I don't know, but even if it didn't happen to me, it kind of traumatized me. It's this VTuber who went to a meet and greet in person, and then they gave her gifts, and one of these gifts was a teddy bear, something like that. But what she didn't know was that inside the teddy bear there was a locator, and then that person was able to find her house, and during the night he went to knock on the window of her house where she was living with her mom, and her mom of course also got very scared. Well, that's that also makes me think, oh, I would like to do meet and greet in real, but I think that anything could happen. You have heard about people sending gifts with air tags, yes, and then to VTubers to find where they were. Yeah, it is. It is really crazy. It's very creepy indeed, but VTubers needs to be, of course everyone needs to be careful, but VTubers are all about privacy, so they need to be 10 times more careful. You know, I think that it might be that certain people are actually attracted, maybe it's a psychological issue. They might be attracted by the fact that there is this level of secretness that VTubers have, and they might feel, I don't know, special if they are able to find out information that others don't have. Thank you for the follow, Bocci. Yeah, I think that it's a psychological fetish, or yeah, a psychological issue. You know what, Calosini? I wanna look into it. So, why some people are obsessed with doxing others? What if I search VTubers specifically? Let's see first of all if what the Google AI will answer, if it's bullshit or not. People dox others to exact revenge, exert control, or participate in online vigilantism. This behavior is frequently driven by underlying psychological traits like narcissism. It's everywhere, guys. Narcissism is everywhere. Sadism, oh, what? And a lack of empathy, that's for sure. Lack of empathy for sure. And indeed, narcissist people don't have empathy. So it goes well together. For virtual YouTubers, the obsession to dox often stems from intense curiosity a desire to strip away a performer's anonymity, and the intent to disrupt their carefully cultivated online personas. Oh. Wait, there are actually psychological researches on this. So, I said that they were psychopaths. They actually are. So, primary motivations for doxing: revenge and intimidation. Doxing is often weaponized. This reminds me of that YouTuber. What was her name? She went to a streamer that was a lot smaller than her, and she showed his house and his address to the millions of her followers. Sniper something. Sniper Wolf, something like that. She did that for revenge. Yeah. So, doxing is often weaponized as a low-tech, high-harm form of cyberbullying to humiliate, punish, or intimidate a target. Yeah, this is exactly what she did. Then, control and harassment. Bad actors use the threat of exposing personal details like home addresses or workplaces to coerce or harass individuals. I think that this is not. I don't think that this is the most popular reason for those VTubers viewers. I think that it's more connected to parasociality. Yeah, she did. She for sure, but she lacks empathy for sure. Probably she's also a narcissist. Probably. Then the third is the dark triad of psychology. Research indicates that individuals who engage in malicious online harassment often score high in psychological traits like psychopathy and narcissism, seeking satisfaction in causing distress to others. But to be honest, I think again that for VTubers is something different than these three. So why VTubers are targeted? The challenge of anonymity, yeah. Challenge, yes. VTubers operate by hiding their real identities behind animated avatars. This deliberate separation of the performer from the persona creates a mystery, driving a small but obsessive subset of fans or detractors to unmask them. So yeah, taking this as a challenge, yeah, I think that might be one of the big reasons. Then, and there it is. Second, parasocial relationships. Intense emotional attachments, or conversely, parasocial rejection, can lead to boundary crossing behaviors. Some fans become so invested that they feel entitled. True, there is also a feeling of entitlement on who does this to the creator's real life details. So they feel entitled indeed to know more. And then we have the usual targeted harassment. So here it says, when community disagreements or drama arise, malicious actors may expose the creator's offline identity to ruin their professional career or subject them to mass cancel culture. I saw this third thing happening through Discord, not like people going to the VTuber house, but I read often about so-called group of VTubers or friends, and then one of them there was drama, they fought or whatever, and then someone got doxed by the other sharing, for example, pictures of them outside of that private Discord and other info. And this is also why I have a tendency to not want to have a VTubers group. Or if I had, I would not share pictures showing my face at all. I think that's very dangerous. I think the people should always take into how do you say? They should always consider that things might change, even if at the start you found a group. You find a group and you think that it's the best. Everyone is so good. Everyone is so kind. But things might change, and I don't think that, again, people should trust others that I meet only through internet. Also leaving pictures that show your face or where you live. No. Even if you put a picture and then you delete it, you always have to consider that in that second someone might have taken a screenshot. Actually, I think that I showed my face, but of when I was like 2 months or 3 months old, so that's okay. It was to show my proof of my elven ears. Yeah, we've all known people we trusted and they broke that trust. You should be extra vigilant around online groups. Yes. Yeah. Sharing too much is always a danger online. So yeah, the viewers, VTuber viewers who do this, it's for one of these reasons according to this research. So it's a challenge, or they are parasocial and they feel entitled to know the private info of the VTuber, or it's for harassment. But again, I think that the harassment reason, if that the harassment works a bit differently. They don't need a screenshot. With a Discord extension, they can reveal the. Oh, I see. They can reveal deleted messages. If you post it, expect it to be forever. You can't delete things. That's even worse. Wait, is that illegal in Europe? Because in Europe, we have all of these privacy laws. I wonder. I don't think that would be legal. I think that in Europe only law enforcement can ask for deleted messages to platforms. So, yeah, scary, creepy, but pretty interesting. It works the same as how I am able to click to view messages you've deleted from this chat because I have a Twitch extension. Ah, wait, so you see the people that I ban? It's not pleasant. Usually those messages are not very pleasant. I mean, I didn't ban many. I think that I banned more people on YouTube. Even if I started streaming on YouTube, I don't know, a few months ago, than in all of my years of streaming on Twitch. Ah, I see. I see. So yes, better safe than sorry. It is surprisingly weird and belligerent, yes. You know, probably it's because YouTube is more mainstream. I think that people who watch YouTube might not know about streaming platforms. I mean, Twitch, Geek, and all the others. Favorite food? Chocolate. Thank you for the follow. Your name is hard to pronounce. Chakangini. Is it that? Chakangini. So I think that, yeah, people have an easier access to YouTube. I don't remember, but can you watch YouTube even if you're not logged in? It's a classic, yeah. Chocolate forever. Oh yeah. And then I'm pretty sure that there are a lot more kids that watch YouTube than streaming, the classic streaming platforms. So being kids, you know, the brain is not developed, and they kinda lack empathy. Kids, they have to still develop empathy, and of course not all will develop empathy, but it's easier to find to have kids as viewers on YouTube, and then it's a mess. You don't have to have an account on YouTube. That's where all the kids get the brain rot from. Oh my, oh my, oh my, the brain rot. Look, I saw some of those Italian brain rot things. I just don't understand them. I mean, I understand them, but they don't make me laugh at all. Like zero. They are literally brain rot. Yeah, I don't. And I mean, I'm Italian, so in theory I should understand them even better. It's not an Italian that started, the guys that made them. I think that it was. I think that they were Spanish. The one who started doing that brain rot shit. My brother is older than me, and he is a very big brain rot kid. Oh my god. Actually, Brazilian, okay. Actually, so I don't like TikTok. Shh. I really don't like TikTok. I don't like certain trends, especially on TikTok, like the ones where people lip sync other voices saying things. And I always thought that it was dumb. But my twin loves it. So yeah, it depends on people, I guess. I don't know, to me it's cringe. I don't really... I get second-hand embarrassment when I see people doing the lip-sync clips, TikToks, and now they are also started doing them on other platforms. You don't get the hype about TikTok? I think that it's the algorithm. It's... they build it to be addictive, so that you will just scroll down video after video. It's the algorithm. The fact that it's very fast videos, clips, and that's also why kids now, many kids have a way shorter attention span. Their attention span is the same as a TikTok duration. It is manipulative, and excuse me for being political, but I think that should be illegal. I think that, again, I think that kids shouldn't be allowed in those platforms, especially because kids, but if we consider science, guys, if we consider science, the brain, it completes its development when you are 25 years old. So I think that if we follow science, I think that TikTok and whatever should not let 25 years old and younger, they shouldn't allow them there. People need to have their brain fully developed, and then they can watch them and have their own opinions. But yeah, if not 25 years old and younger, I would say kids for sure. Minors for sure shouldn't be allowed on any social platform for their own safety, for their own brain. We are seeing that there is, and this is for the whole world, Western world, sorry, for the whole Western world. Many countries are having a lot of issues in finding teachers, because teachers now have a really hard time with students. They say that especially the kids, especially the younger ones, they don't understand shit anymore. Some can't even read. They don't have any critical thinking or any reading comprehension. So a lot of teachers are leaving. A lot of teachers are changing jobs, and governments in the whole Western world are having a very, very hard time in finding teachers. It's a hell job now. And many parents think that teachers are basically babysitters. So that's another big problem. What do you guys do in your free time? I don't have free time. I don't have a lot of free time. Probably my free time, real free time, I usually so I have I wouldn't think, I don't know, I wouldn't consider physiotherapy and having singing lessons free time. No. So I guess sleeping. Sometimes I watch videos. Well, yeah, my free time is very, very, very limited. So I have I have a job. I stream. I have a doggo, so doggo needs to go out, of course, and a cat. But my cat is, of course, more independent. But I also have to play with her. Then physiotherapy, then singing lessons, then streaming requires a lot more time offline to organize things or to fix things. In my case, I think that most of my offline time related to streaming is to fix things at every patch of any software that I need to stream. So and then singing lessons. I have 7 singing, not now because I want to take a break in July and August, so I only keep 2 lessons a month. but usually I have 7 lessons a month of singing, and then if I have to record a cover or something similar, that takes even more time. So I think not a lot of free time for me. Why can't a word go back to the way it was? So you mean in the medieval times where people had like even 3 months of not working? Even if now we believe that in medieval times people worked a lot more. But it's a lie. You watch Twitch mostly. Teachers have always been underfunded. That's true. That too. Yes. I come from a family of teachers. I know that very well. What's their names? Wait, the names of who? Ah, spending quality time with your pets is a good... of my pets? I don't say it. Wait, I only say the name of my cat. Morgana. The others, I say others because I also had another cat, but she went back to the moon, sadly. So the name of the granny cat and the dog will stay a secret. Morgana is a very common name, so it's okay if I say it. Hello, Pratwal. Hello. How will you repent for this transgression? Hello, my dear pretty. Okay, Pratwal needs to be pinned already. Pinned touching grass. Come here. Touch grass there. Yes. Let me see, we have a redeem. Tiny robot, okay. Tiny robot. And I repeat, this is a tiny robot, not a nail clipper, as someone said in the past. You too? Hello, 6-7. Yeah, Morgana is cute, but now she seems so small and thin in these pictures. She's like Totoro now. She's so round and long, very big. I wish I could spend time with animals, but I'm allergic to them all. There is a cat breed that is what can I say? It doesn't cause any allergy. That cat breed, and cats don't make you allergic from their fur, but it's their what do you call it? The thing. Saliva. Is it the same in English? Oh, it's the same. Saliva. Is the pronunciation the same too? So there is a cat breed that doesn't have that gene or whatever in their saliva. Let me see. Okay. You never mind. You still have to be careful because they produce significantly lower levels of this. Oh, it's a protein. But if you are very allergic, you might still get an allergic reaction. Salive? Oh, saliva. Gradual. You're allergic to crowd? Me too. And absolutely not sad about it. Nothing that you guys are allergic to that makes you sad. Something that... Wait. What's a thing that you guys are allergic and you are sad about that? To me is nickel. Because I can't wear a lot of things because of that. For example, earrings I gave up. Since I'm allergic to nickel, I would only need to wear gold stuff. Of course, that's expensive. And I don't even like the color. I prefer silver as color. So yeah, for sure. I'm sad about being allergic to nickel. There are so many accessories, rings, not only earrings, rings, bracelets, just anything. And they have this metal. Just think that in summer, for example, I have a hard time wearing jeans in summer because of the button, because the button has that metal. And if I want to wear jeans in summer, I have to wear a shirt under so that it will cover the button. It won't let the button touch my skin. That's very annoying. But in summer it's very hot, so yeah. What about you? If you have one soul as a friend, it's no less than having 1,000 normal friends. But I'm an introvert friend, gradual. I am the type that might not talk for many days to you. And it's not that it's because I'm angry, I don't like you, it's just that I'm very introvert. And then I might come back after a month or so and ask you as if it was nothing. Oh, hi. Hey, do you wanna go to that place? It's, yeah, I don't do that on purpose, though. You are allergic to grass. I see. Wait, Bocce, because I think that I might also be allergic to grass, because if I don't know, if I wear short trousers, whatever, and I am in a park, then my legs start getting red, and they makes me I want to scratch my legs. How do you say? So I think that I might also be kind of allergic to grass. It's because of the fur. Yeah, it's a protein. Pollen allergy is annoying. All of my family has it, except for me. I have been lucky with that. Other people enjoy the summer. I just feel sick the whole time. Yeah, it's very annoying. Yeah, my sister, she has to take a lot of medicines, sprays especially, but they don't often work. And then she can't breathe. It's very annoying. You have a lot to trade your allergy with something that you could realistically avoid the contact with. True. Yeah, you can't really avoid the pollen. You are dust allergic. That's another very annoying allergy. But you are a home person, so it's not a problem for you. You stay at home or go somewhere to mountains, I see. So it might be hard if you visit, I don't know, an older building. You don't wear jeans in general because it makes you itch a lot. Ah, I see. Huh. Did you ever do an allergic test to see what are the materials, the substances that makes you allergic? Quality talk is better than long hours of talk, I agree. Quality over quantity, always. Your girlfriend is allergic to pictures. It's been months you saw her face. I'm gonna pin you. Come here. Don't hide behind the calosini. There. You just missed a very serious talk about the gradual. In your time on Twitch, you have heard quite a few people explain the same social behavior about not contacting our friends for long periods of time. It might be that many streamers are actually introverts, you know, Kalosini? Yeah, it might be. After all, you spend a lot of time either streaming or watching streamers. And if that makes you feel comfortable, it means that you probably don't miss a lot or don't have a hard time in not having a physical, in real social interaction. I think that extroverts need. Introverts, they get energy by being alone, you know? While extroverts get energy by staying with other people physically, in real. There's a certain level of grass. When it's got to 1, 3 is okay. Yeah, if it goes up to 6, you could be sent really to hospital. That's the level of that allergy is pretty high. No, mine, and it's the same for me. If it's short, if it's cut short, it's okay. But if it reaches my my calves, for example, then it starts itching a lot. It seems like VTubing and introversion or social anxiety have something going on. Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. Then there is also the unhealthy part. Like the VTubers who have a very shitty personality and then hide and they live on parasociality. Again, narcissists. Sadly, those are everywhere. I think that there are many though. Sadly, there are many VTubers who do this. They get parasocial, sexy, whatever, to manipulate people, and but that's narcissism. But yeah, many instead are probably just introverts. A loss. Scrub Mosey Jones. I have been doing this trigger since a while, Hattie, the tiny robot. You know, VTubing has a... Okay, there are negative... some negative effects, some negative things, but I think that VTubing has many positive aspects for introverts, because you can train in being more social, because you need to talk for sure. You need to talk and you have to usually they say that the best way to entertain as a streamer, even if when you don't have like a lot of people watching you or talking, well, rather than watching, when you don't have a lot of people writing, talking to you, is express your thought Whatever you are thinking, you say it instead of keeping it in your mind. So this part, I think that it helps a lot to introverts as a training for when you have to be social with real life people in your life. As for me, it helped me a lot in singing in front of people, because singing with you guys listening to me, it's like the level in the middle. So that helped me in going from being scared of answering the phone to reach a level where I can sing in front of people, even though, of course, I tremble, I'm terrorized, whatever, but I was still able to do it, and I think that VTubing was the biggest help in reaching that. We are indeed here listening to you sing. Oh wait, I left the Morgana there. There. Let me drink. That's really cool, happy that you made such progress. Yeah, thank you, really. Thank you. Then, and this is again a positive effect on introverts that stream, is learning to deal with uncomfortable situations with strangers, aka trolls. Maybe you can be next. You wanted to learn to sing in front of people, Kalasini. So, another big problem that introverts have is setting boundaries and having people respect those boundaries. It's really hard even when you're a streamer. And I think that with time, streamers can learn how to set the boundaries and how to have viewers respect them. For me, sometimes it is still hard, but I can see a big difference compared to when I started streaming. There was a viewer, I won't say his name, who until not long ago came here to provoke me on purpose. Thank you, Sprite, for the follow. Oh no, singing for you, picking up the phone. I see. Yeah, picking up the phone as someone with social phobia or a very introvert, it's really hard. It's really hard. So there was this viewer who basically, I'm pretty sure that he only came here to provoke me and trying to get a certain reaction that would satisfy him. But thanks to him, I was also able to learn to deal with them, and I think that the best solution for me was to get boring for him, and then he disappeared. I didn't even have to ban him. Hello, Master. How are you? Hello, Ekama. We try to follow the rules since I have a disability, ADHD. I have different ways of typing and behavior, but not weirdly. Okay, Sprite. I will also be careful though, because In the past, I had someone telling me the same thing, but then it was just an excuse to be parasocial and sexual. So it's okay, and thank you for having told me, but yeah, I also have rules that I will make people respect. I also have my boundaries. I also have things that make me uncomfortable. So yeah. Hello, Wonder ASMR. You got bored on a stream yesterday, so you started spamming beans. You ended up having a whole talk about beans. Look, but here we often end up talking about food. I don't think that it's for boredom. I think that it's because I love food too much. Even though I'm pretty good at controlling myself with food, but I still love it. I'm good to Sprite, thank you. Angel F. An Azimar. I like this. I'm an Azimar. Yeah, like my psychologist, she was getting worried about me becoming thinner, but I think that she never saw me as I was before having certain things happening, and before that, like I'm now my true form, my real form. But she saw me getting thinner and thinner, and she was starting to get worried. But then I told her, no, but I want to reach these kilos because in August I will have a vacation to a place that is called glamping. It's a glamping, and they make a lot of cakes and muffins and croissants, and so I want to eat a lot for breakfast. So she started laughing because she said, "Oh, usually people tell me that they want to be thin because they want to, I don't know, wear a bikini or yeah, these things, but you are here telling me that you want to reach that weight because you want to eat more in August." So yeah, food is very important for me. We talk a lot about food. You couldn't eat any fruit because of how much rubbish you have to eat? Wait, I didn't understand this. What do you mean that you couldn't eat any fruit because of how much rubbish you have to eat? As in, you eat too much and you don't have space. They make you eat too much and you don't have space for any fruit? Your breakfast is a cereal. How's that making you full? I guess it depends on the cereal type and the amount. British language, you mean trash, but it's the same thing. Yeah. Oh, not having breakfast is not healthy, but breakfast is the most important meal of the day because it's the one that will give you energy for the day. Cereal, so you know that cereals are often a trap. They are often trash food full of sugar and chemicals. Companies make you think that those are healthy, but instead they aren't. And since they have a lot of sugar, that will make you not only addicted to them, that will make you want to eat more and more carbohydrates. You have to be careful with cereals. There are some that actually makes you full. And I tried those, but they taste like paper. So I didn't continue eating those. I prefer, so my breakfast is cappuccino and cookies, but cookies here are not the cookies that you can find, for example, in the UK or in the USA. It's you can find the cookies that are actually very low in calories, and they're very dry because you have to put them in the milk so that they will taste awesome. Isn't that what every food is made up of? You mean sugar and stuff? No. 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 Worse than enough, I had a Coke that has sugar after going on an amusement park. You felt like you were getting a panic attack, but it was fun. So you usually don't drink Coke with sugar. I also drink I drink a zero, Coke Zero. But again, it doesn't mean that it's healthy. It has aspartame, right? Coke Zero. And right yesterday, I read an article saying that aspartame, which is the substitute of sugar in Coke Zero and many other drinks, aspartame with time will make you lose your memory. Yeah. It's since they're finding out that it's, let me see if I can find again. So I think that eating trash food once in a while is still okay. We have to be careful with the quantity. Okay, yeah. Recent findings from large-scale population studies published in the journal Neurology link, link high intake of aspartame and other artificial sweeteners to faster. Oh, so it's more general. Even better. To faster cognitive decline. Participants consuming the highest amounts experienced memory and thinking declines comparable to up to 1.6 years of additional brain aging. So, artificial sweeteners make your brain age faster. Always be very careful and do not eat or drink too much of those, guys. Learn how to make a pizza, guys. Pizza with good ingredients, healthy ingredients is safe. Of course, again, don't eat too much of that, but pizza with very healthy ingredients not only is better for, of course, your health than the trash food that you can find in supermarkets, but it also tastes a lot better. A lot better. You know Coke Zero exists, but you don't feel like drinking with much sugar. Yeah, we shouldn't. No one should drink. I mean, sugar is like a drug. It gives addiction, and sadly I have to be careful because my grandma gave me a sugar addiction, because when I was small, I would go to my elementary school. Since both my parents worked during those hours, I would go to my grandma to have lunch, and she always gave me snacks with sugar. I think that she was addicted to. She had a full wait, cassetto in English. Drawer. She had a drawer full of things like Mars, sweet things, Kinder stuff, chocolate, candies of any type, and so she kinda gave me a sugar addiction, and I still have it, but now I have more control. But it's not healthy, of course. It's not healthy. You had eaten 4 or 5 pizza at once? How? One time back then? How? I mean, I have friends who are able to eat. They eat a bowl of pasta, and then they eat a pizza, a whole pizza. But that's the maximum. 4 or 5 pizzas at once? No. You need sugar? Only the natural one, not the artificial one. The one you can get it in fruits, for example. Your mom also gave you a sugar addiction too. Yeah. I think that no, never mind. I was about to say that maybe now times are better. There is more knowledge, so maybe people give kids less. No. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. I'm seeing a lot of kids that are obese because their parents give them snacks, and snacks nowadays are even less healthy. They are more trashier. They're more trash than in the past. And in the USA, I know, for example, that the trash food is cheaper than the healthy food, which is very bad, guys. So people who have issues with money, then they're kind of forced to eat trash food. And you can see that people that are poor in the USA often are obese. But in Europe we have a law, and it's the opposite way. Trash food, they add a tax on trash food, so they are more expensive than healthy food. Your brother can eat a whole pizza and still be hungry? Oh my, I can't finish a whole pizza. I mean, sometimes I do, but it's when I'm extremely hungry. Maybe I didn't have lunch, or I was sick for a few days and then I couldn't eat. Usually I can eat 3/4 of pizza. But pizza here are pizza here, they are not as big as they are in the USA. You're possibly the type of brother as well. Normal size of pizza. Let me see. So here, the average pizza is like from 28 to 33 centimeters of diameter. 28 to 33. So let's say 30 in average centimeters. So 30 centimeters. What do you use? Inches? 11, almost 12 inches. While in the USA, I know that they are a lot bigger. In the USA, 14 inches. So here it's 11.8. And this is how many centimeters is. Let me see. Ah, okay, that's a lot. 5 centimeters more in diameter. No, actually 5.5. You ate an adult's pizza and still hungry. Wow. Do you have like a fast metabolism, maybe? Standard European size. I ate an adult pizza and was still hungry. Yeah, but in the USA, people share pizzas, right? How about you? 50 for a whole crowd? In the USA, you mean, Paul? Or in Europe? So here, wait, I need to sneeze. And one more. Okay, thanks. In Europe, so here, they call it tagliere, pizza, tagliere, but those, you have to share them with minimum. Yeah, you can share it with another person. You have to, but usually you take one tagliere with 4 people. And that one is yeah, probably that, because the wooden thing that the wooden plate is 60 centimeters, so I guess that the tagliere pizza is 50, but it's for 4 people usually. No, I don't say prosit. It looks like Latin. Is it Latin? Prosit, often shortened to prost, is an interjection used to wish someone good health, particularly before drinking or when toasting. In some northern and central European countries, such as Germany and Sweden, is also the traditional response to a sneeze. The word originates, from Latin, literally translating to made to do good or made to be beneficial. With neighbor, something very noisy fell from the neighbor. We say salute. Salute means literally health, but it's like it's similar as in meaning is I wish you good health. You have a knock joke? Well, it depends, right? If it's something sexual, no. If it's something funny, yes. If it's something, sexual, racist, all of those. Okay, yeah, for sure. I like jokes. I like a lot of dead jokes too. Who is it? Did I answer correctly? Hachu. Bless you. Yeah, those I like. Those kind of jokes I like. There is actually a content creator that I like to watch. She's pretty famous. She became famous for her videos about her being she walks while sleeping. She's sleepwalker. Is it called like somnambulism? It's the same in English. Somnambulism. So she became very famous by recording herself in her sleepwalking episodes. She's so funny. She does such weird things. and then she added also videos and clips about her doing this kind of jokes to her boyfriend. And I really adore her. From the neighbor, I thought you dropped a screw or something. No, it's the neighbor upstairs. It was very loud. Yeah, not here, it was up here. Thank you for the follow, Kaito. But my neighbors are very loud. First of all, my neighbors are very loud, and before I started streaming, I was very angry at the neighbor, not the one upstairs, but the one downstairs, because it was like 1 hour that she was shouting against her daughter, and she has a very annoying voice, you know, that kind of piercing voice, and it made me anxious. It gave me anxiety when people fight, when neighbors fight and shout for so much. Guys, it was 1 hour of shouting. So I tried also shouting a bit like, stop it. But my voice is not very powerful, so I don't think that she heard me. She continued. I bet that she's still shouting at her daughter right now. But not only I have very loud neighbors, this building is not very well made. In the night, I can even hear my neighbors snoring. For sure, this building is doesn't have soundproof walls. It has paper walls. Hope you get better from anxiety. I'm here if you don't feel well. Oh, it's okay, thank you. When I started streaming, it started lowering. I used to live in an apartment, and it was so annoying because my neighbors always had loud music. Yeah. The neighbor here that was probably still shouting against her daughter. Well, her daughter, until I took the courage and went down and to ask them to not do that. Her daughter, for months, she would put extremely loud music, and at the same time she would jump around, but I have no idea. I have no idea. She was using some cement shoes. I have no idea. She was so effing loud, and then she started doing that even during the night. So she was doing that during the afternoon, I'm pretty sure, because her parents weren't there. They were outside working, of course. Then she started doing that even during the night. And then it was a Sunday, guys, a Sunday night at 1 a.m. She was screaming, jumping, listening to loud music, and I was thinking about my Monday, working. You know how Mondays are bad when you have a job. So with my introversion and my social phobia, I took the courage and I went down. And at first they didn't want to open the door, but I was so angry and tired that I had the strength to keep doing that, to keep knocking on their door, and then I told them. They looked at me as if I was crazy. But to me, how can a parent not do anything when you have a teenager daughter jumping and screaming and running at 1 a.m. in an apartment? That's crazy. Your old neighbor used to cook What? Cook cigarettes? And when it was up the stairs, it smelled it. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I also ate the cigarette smell. In this building there is a lift, but the lift was done after. I'm not sure if it's a legal lift, guys. Elevator. Not sure if it's legal. It's very, very, very small. So basically, they cut the stairs to insert that very thin elevator. And there were neighbors who were actually smoking when using the elevator. So I went to buy a what do you say, a stamp saying no smoking. I think it's also dangerous to smoke inside the elevator, that elevator especially. No, I went to buy let me see. What the fuck? I don't remember the Italian word. Let me see. How you call that? Sticker. A sticker. Okay. I went to buy a sticker saying no smoking, and I attached it inside the elevator. Luckily they stopped it. But yeah, in summer it's hell, because in summer during the night you want to have your windows open, because so during the day it's too hot, the sun is too strong, so you have to keep your windows closed and everything down. But during the night you have to change the air, of course. But then they smoke, and the smoke comes inside. I don't like it. You're glad that your neighbor went to a different house because you think and describe it as an unhygienic for your house. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, those kind of neighbors are kind of dangerous also. Before they went out, they had a truck to put bed sheets, and some of them, that's awful. As I don't know. You're making me think about my neighbors, and now I'm starting to think that maybe I'm the only normal one in this building. So I have the shouting mama with the banshee daughter, and upstairs I have sadly a guy who is not able to educate their dog. So the dog is also very, very noisy. Sometimes he has his mom coming here, and his mom is very loud, and she often fights with him. Then I have my other neighbors on the same floor. Those fights all the time. It's an old couple. And then they told me that police came, but I didn't see. They told me that police came, and they asked if we, well, I not to me, but as in my neighbors. They asked my neighbors if they saw another one of the people living in this building. They saw them throwing trash from the window. So apparently there are also those kind of neighbors living in this building. Yeah, I really think that I might be the only normal one here. I want to go and live in an independent house near the sea. Well, really, guys, psychologically, that the impact is, I mean, it's not small when you have all of those kind of neighbors. Like, to me, what I have is anxiety. They give me anxiety. when they do their shit. But I know that other people might react differently. In anger, for example, that might be dangerous. In this country, we have a lot of old buildings. So I think that there is the amount of neighbors that fight and they end up in tribunal court is a lot. It's a lot because they usually it's because of the noise that they fight. I feel that you got anxiety. You're really desperate to make your house quiet as possible. So for streaming, I got a vocal booth. It's very small, but it's big enough for me to stay here with my monitor, keyboard, and whatever I need for streaming. The laptop is outside. So when I'm inside here, I'm a lot more relaxed. Sadly, it's not big enough for me to be able to sleep here in case the neighbors are very loud in the night. Or I might do that. Yeah, but so to me, anxiety for when I hear people shouting is because of my experience as a kid. I had family members who I used to shout a lot of very bad things in front of me and my sisters. So I think that that created anxiety in me for sure. So it's kind of trigger when I hear people, neighbors, even out in the street. When I hear people scream, shout, it triggers me. Trick 17, be louder than your neighbor. Yeah, Gloomer. I try singing. Sometimes I try singing when I start fighting. But I don't think that it's working a lot. I can go into whistle, but I think that their volume will still cover that. But I wonder if now they are making houses with soundproofed walls. Like if I would be able to get a house. I mean, well, first of all, my priority would be an independent house. It can even be very small, I don't care, as long as there are no neighbors around. But then if the only option would be an apartment, then I would search for one with soundproofed walls and windows, because most of the noise that you hear, it doesn't actually come from the walls, but from the windows and doors. Windows and doors. All my neighbors are very loud. All of them. The one downstairs, the one upstairs, the one next to me. They are all loud, noisy. You don't want to be too isolated either, just far enough that you don't hear people. Yeah, just that. Yeah, it's not like living in the desert, but having like having either a house with no neighbors or soundproofed walls, windows, doors. Go to the opposite places, are downstairs or upstairs. There is not an opposite. Headphones, I often use those. I often use headphones, or I turn on YouTube videos to cover them. Usually when I start getting anxiety because they are fighting really violently, usually I put ASMR videos or true crime videos. But anyway, videos where the one who is talking talks at the same pace, you know, the same volume. That's what the important part. You got someone in your building who you can hear plays guitar sometimes, no complaints from you, it's pretty nice. I mean, if they're good and if they're not just exercising, that's okay. Aren't you always quiet because it might be really peaceful? I think that I am a peaceful person. Although I am the type that I am as much peaceful as much evil. If you get me angry, not in a criminal way, but yeah. I often say, don't make me angry, guys, because I don't like how I am when I am angry. I can make people implode with my words. I don't like it. But yeah, I tend to be pretty peaceful. After all, I'm an introvert. I usually, in my few free time, I usually go to my bedroom and I stay there with Morgana on me. Yeah, because she wants to stay on me. And then I watch videos. I should go back reading though. I was used to read a lot. Really a lot of fantasy books and horror and crimes book. Nice people are the scares when they're angry. Yes, can be. Yes. I often tell about the time when I scared my school bully just by looking at him in a certain way. Thank you for the follow. It's just okay. K. It's just K. I have been using this tiny robot since a while. Let's change. Did you know that when cats rub their cheeks on you, that's called bunting? Where they mark you with their scent? So I didn't know the name. But yeah, I know that they do that to mark you. Because you are theirs. Wait, today, but I read only the title. They did a study on cats, and the study was to understand how they would react if their owner, if they would see their owner get hurt. But the title was saying the result will make you sad. I think the cats, that I meant that cats don't give an F. But to be honest, the granny cat, she actually defended me. One day, she attacked a person because I was crying, and that person came close to me, and she attacked that person. Granny cat. But the granny cat was very obsessive with me. Actually, Morgana too. But granny cat was obsessive and violent if I didn't give her enough attention. She would literally scratch me. So let me see. Research cats when owners hurt. Hello, wait. Mashiryu ninjutsu. Wait, then maybe that's not English, the first part. Is that Mushinryu ninjutsu? Mushinryu ninjutsu. Mushinryu ninjutsu. Japanese. So mushi. Mushinryu ninjutsu. What does that mean? Jutsu is like I heard the jutsu in many anime. Usually it's about combat techniques. Let me see. No fun. Jutsu translates to a technique. To a technique, a skill, or art. It is frequently used as a suffix attached to a specific discipline to describe a trained methodology system or supernatural power, such as in martial arts, jujutsu, or fictional ninja abilities, ninjutsu. fighting style take on Bushinryu. Bushinryu. Oh, do you practice that? Did you study that? Work is over. Oh, Gloomer, finally. You're free. I love martial arts. Ah, it's fictional. Ah, I see, I see. Martial arts, especially the the boko, especially the Asian one, are so elegant. Wait, let me close the door here. I think that it's because of the neighbors. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Beyond the Repair. 3D. You will take a break? Okay, Bocchi. So I was saying, I really like martial arts, especially the ones from Asia, because they look like real art. I mean, they're so elegant. It's like, I don't know, dancing. Oh, let me drink. I yapped a lot today, but I didn't drink a lot. Okay. What? The temperature is so hot that the tap water comes out warm. Okay. Did it ever happen in your country, guys? That outside is so hot that the tap water is warm. Thank you for the follow, Paul. Oh, 28 degrees. I wish. I think that I have to wait for 1 month at least to have that temperature here. 2 weeks ago it was over 40. Yeah, a couple of days ago here was 42. So this week will be really hot. Of course, the hottest day will be tomorrow when I have to go out for my singing lesson. Then they say that the weekend, after the weekend, the temperature will go down. Now it's ice. So it's 36, but perceived 37. Plus 9 above average. And tomorrow will be worse. Lucky. It's time to buy an AC. I have. But I have it only in this room and the bedroom. The room where I work, there is no AC. And I work on a PC, so. And that room is under the sun during the day and morning. It's probably more than 40 degrees inside that room. But when I can, I run away and I go work from my bedroom. But this house is old, and the windows are not. How can I say? Air passes through the windows, so the AC has a hard time. Yeah, and the air is very humid. Some on your workplace, even worse. We have active venting at my workplace, and it pulls in the scorching air right from the roof. Wow. So you work on a higher floor, or it's the only floor, and it's directly under the sun. So, in Italy, a lot of cities are doing something really bad, guys. They are using I don't know if it was an European campaign for funding, and that funded projects to like renovating projects and whatever. They are cutting a lot of trees. They're cutting a lot of trees. They're adding more and more cement, and the cities are getting hotter and hotter. For example, with my dog, so I was used to go out with my dog 3 times a day, but now it became 2 because he can't walk on those floors. He would get burnt. He would get his feet burnt. They are removing a lot of trees, sadly. People are complaining, but nothing is changing. They're only planting some very small trees, the ones who want to make any shadow. Hello, Raymond. I'm doing good, thank you. I hope the same for you. Oh no, but it's an industrial facility. And it's venting, and it's only 1 floor. Oh wow, yeah. So I guess that it's very big, and it's really hard to keep it cold because of that. Ouch. You can't see directly, but imagine every running car is a campfire. Yeah. Another really big source of it. Oh yeah, yeah. The metal reflects the heat also. I have to drink again. Hello, Yuki. Thank you. Yeah, here they say, oh, we are taking away the trees that are not healthy. But then in reality, they are taking them all away and then they replace them with very, very small trees. Like a different, how do you say, brand? They ever removed trees that are like 78 years old. That's it. That's not just the reflection, but the combustion inside. Ah, I see. But I read that some cities are replacing the street asphalt. They're removing that because it causes a lot of heat, and they are replacing it with what? Let me see. Oh, it's called the paving. This. They are the paving them, so they are removing cement and asphalt, and they are replacing those with it's not no, it's not earth, soil. They're removing it and they're putting soil. Let me change trigger. Okay. Hello, Eric España. Eric España, I miss Madrid and the food of Madrid. I want croquette de jamón. Jamón. Oh, they were so good. I mean, they also do here croquettes, but they're different. It's nice. I only went. Wait, I actually in high school I went to Barcelona. So I went to Barcelona and Madrid now. You prefer the north of San Sebastian? Is it on the sea? You should visit on holidays. It's really lovely for tourists. San Sebastian. Let me see. It's on the sea. You live on the sea. Wait, no, you said the hometown. Maybe you don't live there. Oh, look at this golfo. So pretty. The pearl on the ocean. San Sebastian. Wait, it's Spanish, so it's like San Sebastian. I don't think it's San Sebastian. It's a bit cold up there. It's okay. It's very okay. I would go there in the summer. I would exchange the summer there with here. Wow, it's so pretty. Guys, if you can look on Google Image. Wait, who has this? Who has this palace with a swimming pool on top of this mountain? Like the beach seemed to have the kind of sand that I like. I like the very thin sand, silky sand. Some beaches have a sand that is pretty rough on your feet. Is there an airport there? Thank you so much for the follow, Mocha Mocha. So they say that the best beaches are La Concha Beach, Zurriola Beach, Ondarreta Beach, Santa Clara. Thank you for the follow, Teiwadze. Thank you. Yeah, this for La Concha, Zurriola, Ondarreta, and then Santa Clara Beach. Santa Clara is the island. Is that the island in front? There is an airport, but it's not as big as Madrid. I mean, what's important is being able to reach there. Oh. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, your city looks very, very pretty. Plus, there is the sea. That I love. But it's not a very big city, right? So, another positive thing. Your brother is currently there. Oh, he loves buying up bread. We meet and go to La Concha and he stays off. You know that my dream would be to be able to live and work in a sea city, and that's what I actually dream to do. What your brother is doing now. Oh, look at this beach. Wow. Well, so we are talking. We talking about food, and my stomach. Shh. No, don't. Yeah, my stomach is crawling. He loves cooking and he's currently studying there. Donosti is one of the biggest culinary spots in the world. So, food, sea. Unless you don't live in landlocked country. You don't have you mean that you don't have the sea by saying landlocked. Didn't they have the most Michelin stars in the world? Wow. Oh yeah, I think I wouldn't be able to live in a place where you can't reach the sea easily. Easily. In the weekend at least. Thank you for the follow. Fish. Fish. Why? Oh, look at this food. Is this... Wait. Can you tell me if tapas are like a generic thing, not generic, general thing in Spain? Or are they only in certain cities? Tapas. I will drink again. It's general. Anything you can mount on a bread is a tapa. Ah, I see. I see. Because when I went to Madrid, I did some research to see what I what I could eat, and they were all saying tapas, tapas, tapas. But then when I went there, I didn't really understand what tapas is. So basically, it's anything that you can put on a bread. Okay, okay, thanks. Because I searched for places where to eat tapas, but then I didn't know if those were, if what I ate were tapas or not. Okay. Oh, let me put it on my phone. San Sebastian. 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 So if I do this. No. So I'm using Skyscanner as a wishlist app for places that I would like to visit. But it's broken now. It doesn't let me search. Okay. If I close it, if I go instead from the widget, if I go directly from the app, no. Is there any update maybe? Let's look into the store. Otherwise it means that I have a server problem. Skyscanner. No. They have server problems. Think of it like pizza. There are so many different styles and ingredients. So it's basically, let's say, a bruschetta would be considered tapas. Yeah. Bruschetta. See, at the end, we ended up talking about food as all, basically all the ASMR streams. Hell yeah, I'm right on time for food talk. Hello. Wakatapalwa. Yeah, we're talking about tapas. Because when I went to go when I went to go, yes, when I went to the BTS concert in Madrid, then I studied to find the best food. So I saw everywhere, oh, you have to try tapas. but I didn't really understand what tapas was. Now I know, thanks to Eric. Really? Sorry, but I went to Booking and I just tried searching for Christmas. I can't believe all of these places look so good, and the price is so good too. Here there are thieves. Now I know. Here there are thieves. You get like a garage, and wait, garage, is that in English? Garage, where people park cars, and they tell you that it's an apartment, and then they make you pay a lot. Oh, there are also adults only hotels. Another good thing. We talked about noisy neighbors before, not long ago. Because today my neighbors are going crazy. There is a family who keeps shouting. They were shouting since 1 hour before I started streaming. And then I don't know what they're doing upstairs, but there was a very, very, very loud noise that you were also able to hear here, which is crazy, considering that I'm inside a vocal booth. I'm starting to hypnotize myself, guys. So, it's 6:30. I have a doggo duty. I will have to try and stay in all the shadows that I can find. Let me see. First, can I find a Say ASMR? Let me see. Pam 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 pam. Yo. Okay. Okay, we already went to hair, so I'm pretty sure she says so. Perfect. Guys, today we can raid. So, it's time for me and my doggo to go out. I'm not happy though, hush. And so to my viewers on YouTube and Kik, thank you so much for staying until now. It's time for me to go raid. Today I'm happy we can raid on Twitch. So I will see you Thursday. Thursday we have gaming and singing. Singing while gaming. So thank you so much for staying until now. Stay warm, not hot, warm, okay? Bye bye, YouTube and Kik. See you Thursday. I will be on Discord. Until then.